So Jacob Bryan Tailors, what we do here is we offer both tailoring and custom clothing. So when a customer comes and contacts us, we would invite them in for a first appointment, which is kind of a style appointment, and we'd find out what the customer wants at that point. So whether they want full tailoring or custom clothing. Full tailoring is a much lengthier process with a tailor who will make a pattern for the customer. Custom clothing, what we do there, which is 90% of the business, is actually taking the measurements and having a digital pattern made and having a suit that comes in and then fitting it with the customer. We also have our 3D suit builder, which allows us to give the customer a visual experience, as well as the cloths that we have here, which we use Huddersfield cloth, which is a cloth made by ourselves, by Huddersfield Textiles. Huddersfield cloth has a world-renowned name for being one of the best cloths in the world, and that's because of the water of the Pennines. Historically, we have made the best cloth because the water of the Pennines makes the cloth softer, and it's the process. We are a big part of history when it comes to the textile industry, and we are still making our cloth here based in Huddersfield. When a customer comes to us, we'd find out, first of all, what the suit's for. Is it a work suit? Is it a wedding, an occasional suit, or a sports jacket? We'd then work with the customer to look at what colours, what patterns, what fabric they're actually wanting. Once the customer's decided on the fabric, we can then give them a visual display of what the fabric would look like using our 3D suit builder. Then we would go through all of the customisations, and there's so many, from what buttons you want, what stitching you'd like, even down to in the back of the Melton, underneath the collar, you can have embroidery, so you can have your wedding date. You can also have that inside the jacket. There's so many customisations that you can choose from. And again, at that point, we would very much be there as a specialist to help them and lead them. It's working with the customer to get the end result 100% correct for what the customer wants. We would then take all the measurements and look at the posture of the customer. Some of the way that people stand can affect the line of a suit. We'd also look at the fit. So you can have a modern, very slim fitted suit down to a comfort fit suit. Once the customer's decided to go with that suit, we would then call them back in once the suit's made, and then we'd do the first fitting. Often at that stage, the suit can be taken away unless there's any small alterations that the customer would like. If that's required, we'd then bring them back in about a week to 10 days for a second fitting, and pretty much always by that stage the suit's ready to be taken away. It's really satisfying when somebody walks away with a suit for their wedding or a suit for their special occasion. The biggest thing I really like working with is people, from the people that are coming on board to Jacob Bryan through to the customers.